Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing the 5th beer out of the Sierra Nevada Beer Camp Across America 12-pack. This one is the collaboration with Cigar City, and this is the Yonder Bock. Now this is their take on a Maibock, so that's a unique style that you don't get to see made a lot, which is pretty cool. And of course they have a canning date on the bottom. This one is from June 4th, so that puts it at pretty close to 2 months old, just like pretty much all of the other beers. But I'm definitely looking forward to this. We do not regularly get Cigar City here, so let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh wow, the first thing I get is actually a nice bit of sweetness in there. I'm getting some caramel, almost a slight kind of toffee in there. I'm getting a little bit of some fruity notes. I'm getting a touch of peach, a little bit of grapefruit. I'm getting almost a little bit of like a melon type of note as well. Definitely fruity aromas. I'm getting a little bit of this biscuity, bready type of malt backbone too. Yeah, it's interesting. It's got a lot of malt. It's got a lot of that kind of sweeter malt notes, but it also has a lot of those fruity hop notes too. Yeah, it smells like a pretty interesting beer. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Alright, so the first thing I'm getting is a little bit of that kind of grapefruit and melon notes. It's immediately followed by kind of this caramel sweetness. I'm getting a little bit more of that kind of slightly toffee type of malt sweetness too. Yeah, getting a little bit of some orange peel in there, not much though. It's definitely more of kind of this grapefruit and then melon, a little bit of this kind of peachy note too, which is kind of nice. A little bit more of kind of like stone fruit type aromas. And I'm definitely getting a little bit of that kind of bready, biscuity malt backbone. It's on the back end, but it's definitely in there. I'm also getting a decent amount of malty sweetness too, definitely getting that caramel and the toffee sweetness. I also get another kind of sweetness, and it kind of tastes like honey to me. It's kind of like a honey sweetness. Now I know they weren't putting honey into this one, but it definitely kind of has that just honey sweetness to it. It's got a medium body, has a very clean, crisp type of mouthfeel. It's got an even level of bitterness. It's very moderate. I wouldn't say that it's bitter enough to make you think this is an IPA of any sort, but it's also not too sweet or too cloying. So it's got enough bitterness to kind of keep those sweeter notes in balance, but it's definitely not too bitter, which is nice. So it makes for a very easy drinking beer, and I'm quite shocked that this thing is almost 8%. Can't taste it, I can't, smell any alcohol. Definitely don't get any warmth as it goes down, so this is a very easy drinking beer. That being said, I am getting a little bit of like the sticky type of sweeter glaze left on my lips. It's definitely a little bit of a sweeter beer, so I'm glad that there's at least some hop bitterness to kind of balance that out. Yeah, all in all, it's a pretty nice beer. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing that's going to, shatter your expectations, but it's a decent beer, especially for what it is. I think that the fruity hop aroma and taste really just complements the sweeter malt notes, and it's got a lot of malt. It's got, not too many hops, so it's really ends up being a very balanced, easy drinking beer. Of course, it goes down pretty smooth for this time of year, so that's always good. As far as the rating, guys, I am going with a 7.9 out of 10. It's a good beer. As I drink it more, it is a little bit sweeter, I'd say, than bitter. But overall, it's just very balanced. It's a very nice, easy drinking beer. It's refreshing. And that alcohol is very, very well hidden, which makes this particularly dangerous. So, if you guys like the sound of that, please go check it out. Alright, so as far as my musical recommendation, I want you to check out this reggae group by the name of Rockamuvia and their 2008 self-titled record. Now, Rockamuvia is kind of this, I don't want to say super group, but they do have members from other reggae groups like Groundation, etc. And they're just this really cool kind of good vibes reggae music. Something good to chill out to during the summer and drink a nice beer with. I think you guys will like the pairing if you happen to try it. Alright guys, that does for this beer review. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.